Tell me something. When was the last time you sat down, just sat down, and felt enough? Not after finishing a task, not after checking something off a list, not after earning something. Just enough, as you were. If that feels hard to remember, you are not alone. Most of us have been taught from the very beginning that happiness is somewhere ahead of us, that lives in the next goal, the next version of ourselves, the next. There is an old idea in philosophy, a very simple one, that says the mind which is always running will never know rest. Not because rest is rare, but because a running mind doesn't recognize it even when it arrives. Think about a man named Arjun. He spent 10 years working toward a promotion, and when it finally came, he celebrated for 2 days. Then his mind moved to the next thing, the next target, the next climb. Or think about a woman named Mira, who kept telling herself, "I'll be happy when I lose weight, when I get married, when I buy my own home." Each time she got what she wanted, the happiness lasted a moment. Then the emptiness returned. This is not a failure of character. This is how the human mind works when it is never taught to be still. We are addicted to the chase, not because we love the destination, but because the chase feels like purpose. Here is what the world does not tell you. Chasing everything costs something. It costs your mornings, where you rush before you've even breathed. It costs your evenings, where you scroll through other people's lives instead of living your own. It costs your relationships, because when your mind is always somewhere else, you are never truly with anyone. The real tragedy is not that people fail to find happiness. The real tragedy is that happiness was sitting right there, in a quiet afternoon, in a meal eaten slowly, in a conversation that had no agenda, and we walked past it 100 times. We confused movement with progress. We confused busyness with worth. We confused having more with being more. And somewhere in all that rushing, we lost the thread back to ourselves. But here is what I want you to hear today. Slowing down is not giving up. It is not laziness. It is not falling behind. Slowing down is an act of courage, because when you slow down, you have to face yourself, without the noise, without the distraction, without the endless motion to hide behind. And what you find there, underneath all the rushing, is something very quiet, very old, very patient. It is the part of you that was never broken, the part that doesn't need to prove anything, the part that has been waiting, calmly, without judgment, for you to come back. The Stoics called it the inner citadel. The Buddhists call it your true nature. Some call it the soul. The name doesn't matter. What matters is that it is there. It has always been there. And you don't need to chase it. You only need to stop running away from it. You don't need to chase everything. You don't need to fill every hour with something to show for it. You are allowed to sit by a window and watch the rain without a reason. You are allowed to eat a meal slowly, to walk without a destination, to exist simply and fully in a moment that asks nothing of you. Success is not the person who did the most. Success is the person who arrived at the end of their life and genuinely felt, that it was enough, that they were enough. So today, I want to offer you one small invitation. Find 10 minutes, just 10. No phone, no task, no goal. Sit somewhere quiet. Breathe. Let the world move without you for a moment. And notice, just notice, what it feels like to be here. Alive, present, complete. Because happiness was never a destination. It was always the traveler. It was always you. If this resonated with you, take a slow breath before you scroll. Leave a comment about one small thing that brings you peace. and subscribe if you'd like more stories like this.